Have you ever tried to get a special ending in Outer Wilds or accidentally died in a silly way? Unlike traditional story games, Outer Wilds is an open-ended explorative journey unlike any other in gaming. These speedruns focus on some of the most unexpected, or equally most silly, aspects of that journey. Let's get ready for launch and fly right into some of the silliest speedruns of Outer Wilds. Are you ready, Ryback? Is that a yes? Great.
The first speedrun is Death Percent, and it utilizes a trick called Mouse Walk to increase speed. By mapping controller shake to mouse movement, world record holder PT Minsker spams the spacebar and shakes the controller simultaneously to launch himself into the fire for a death world record of 2.10 seconds.
Thanks for kicking it off, Outer Wilds advocate and good buddy Point Crow. A rite of passage is dying in a goofy way, whether that be flying directly into the sun accidentally or getting out of your ship without your suit on. But have you ever died by the hands of a scout? This is the bonk percent world record held by PT Minsker in 21.883 seconds. It relies on a precise launch from our Timber Hearth launch pad to cross paths with our rotating planetary Scoutly friend. PT grabs his suit as fast as possible from the ship and aims to connect with the Timber Hearth scout to complete the silliest Timber Hearth death speedrun in Outer Wilds. This is absolutely my favorite speedrun of Outer Wilds, and it'll change reality as you know it. This is Destroy Spacetime speedrun with a world record of 1 minute and 28 seconds by PT Minsker. It involves completing a secret ending of the game as fast as possible. To kick off the run, PT performs Geyser Skip, which is a position and angle specific trick that allows the player to get to the ship without obtaining the launch codes from the observatory. Check out the Strange Pies video on this skip for more details on how to do this. Once entering our ship, PT will gain as much speed as possible on a trajectory toward the high energy lab on Ember Twin. Once almost approaching the lab, PT quickly ejects from the ship and performs a cockpit clip directly into the high energy lab itself. Watching it back in slow motion, you'll notice that ejecting from the ship separates the cockpit from the rest of the hull and ensures that PT can clip directly through the ground. We then activate the high energy lab power and shoot our scout into the black hole testing area. If you retract your scout during the negative time interval while teleporting, you create a duplicate scout and break the fabric of spacetime. Remember how we were able to immediately clip through an entire planet? Yeah, we're gonna do that again. This is Interloper percent world record in 48.66 seconds by PT Minsker and involves reading the Nomai recorder text within the interloper as fast as possible. Similar to the Destroy Spacetime run, PT will eject from the ship and clip into the sunward side of the interloper. Once inside, PT reads the recording as fast as possible to complete the run and conveniently utilizes Cyrillic script to load the entries faster. Did you ever wonder if you could fly directly to the sun station? Yeah, I did too. But did you know it's an achievement and a speedrun? This is the speedrun for the achievement Hotshot, whose world record is held by PT Minsker in 42.88 seconds. This run kicks off by heading to our ship and flying directly towards the big ball of fire. Once PT gets close to the rotating station, he ejects quickly and cockpit clips directly into the main hull of the station. This run ends either when you get the achievement pop-up or detect oxygen when entering via the normal route. Kicking back and eating a marshmallow at one of the campfires in Outer Wilds is a very down to Timber Hearth moment, and this run serves those little treats on a silver platter. This is Marshmallow percent, world record held by PT in 4 minutes and 9 seconds, and requires the runner to eat a marshmallow at every major location in the game, shown on screen now. Our first marshmallow was eaten on Timber Hearth immediately into the run, so next we're on to the Addle Rock to eat a sweet treat with Esker. You'll notice a common theme of rapidly landing and exiting our ship to minimize time at each location. Conveniently near the Addle Rock, Ember Twin's campfire is the next closest, where we quickly land and eat the world's fastest mellow. There are a couple campfires on Brittle Hollow, but the most accessible one lies near the Gravity Crystal Workshop on the equator. After departing Brittle Hollow, PT zips over to our water planet Giant's Deep, whose campfire on Gabbro's Island is conveniently lined up with our incoming trajectory. Finally, PT makes his way to our final location of Dark Bramble. Inside of Dark Bramble, our rogue Hearthian pilot Feldspar resides inside of the skeleton of an anglerfish. Navigating inside of Dark Bramble is challenging to say the least, and speedy navigation here is incredibly tricky. Once near Feldspar's fire, PT ejects and reverse scout boosts to slow our character down and to eat our final meal of this voyage. Our final run of this voyage involves a solar system scavenger hunt. What are we collecting, you might ask? Well, a better question might be, how creatively can you die in Outer Wilds? The all deaths speedrun world record is currently held by PT Minsker in 27 minutes and 53 seconds. We kick off our slew of deaths with a simple one, impact. Once obtaining our launch codes, PT jumps off the nearest cliff by the entrance. Easy peasy. Next, we can't forget our friendly campfire. HP loss is our next death and can occur when standing in any campfire. Next up is asphyxiation, and this death is obtained while simultaneously heading to Giant's Deep to obtain the meditation power. After speaking with Gabbro, we let water fill our lungs and we reset to complete asphyxiation. We head immediately back to Giant's Deep to learn meditation from Gabbro and, well, die for being far too chill. We zoom next towards DLC content via the Stranger and attempt to get into the Alk dream world as fast as possible. After PT grabs the artifact, he heads towards the resting place of the Alks to fall asleep. After waking up inside of the dream world, we die via the dream world fire inside of the building. The next death is Dream Explosion and is very similar to the last, with the main difference being the artifact you pick up inside of the Stranger. Inside of the lab, there is a second artifact prototype you can grab, located here for your convenience. You then return to the closest dream campfire and trigger a dream explosion within the Alk dream world. Bet you didn't know you could do that, huh? The next death is called Digestion. Can you guess what death this is? Yeah, that sounds about right. Our next death is a hot and spicy one called Lava. You see what I did there? Because you dived it. Never mind. The next death is called Energy, and where, oh where, could the source of the most energy in the solar system be? Oh, right. Yeah, duh. Getting crushed in Outer Wilds is one of the most grueling and uncomfy moments that can happen in the game. So let's do it twice. The first one is within the Caverns of Ember Twin. The second unique crushing death is right at home beneath the elevator. Bet you didn't know you could do that for the second time, huh? The next death is via supernova. Oh, okay. That was quick. Have you ever flown so far away from the solar system where you avoided the supernova entirely? This death triggers a special death visual as well. Side note, how sad is it that you can hear each individual instrument go out one by one via the supernova? It's so sad. PT's second to last death occurs inside of the Ash Twin project as the supernova is occurring. While being inside of the Ash Twin project during loop reset, the Ash Twin will activate and normally send the player back in time by 22 minutes. However, entering the black hole that's created inside of Ash Twin project will trigger a secret ending that I'll let you learn more about yourself. Come on, I can't spoil everything for you. Our final death is a very appropriate ending to all possible deaths in Outer Wilds, death via Big Bang. To learn more about this death and a normal any % route of the game, I recommend Tomato Anus's video he made with PT Minsker previously. The link will be in the description below. If you would like another Outer Wilds video similar to this one, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And never forget my favorite quote in Outer Wilds: "The universe is, and we are." Peace.